The coronavirus has been causing a global health crisis across the globe. It has forced the economy to slow down and has caused a tragic number of deaths. But the same situation can happen in another few decades. That is, of course, due to climate change. So that begs the question, is our Earth endangered? Before we talk about that, there's a number of factors which makes Earth suitable for life, such as the distance from the sun, light as a source of energy, Earth's atmosphere, gravitational pull, and climate condition. Well, the Earth, our terrestrial planet, is a home to all sorts of life, from basic living microorganisms to highly sophisticated and intelligent human beings. And all of that life is dependent on the most important factor which makes life possible on Earth, which is the existence of water. Our Earth might have all these conditions which makes life possible on Earth, but our Earth cannot sustain them for a very long time. That is due to something called resource depletion. Humans are depleting the Earth's resources at an ever increasing rate. This is the product of an increasing global population multiplied by an ever increasing level of consumption per person. But that's not all. There's sewage and stock effluent, fertilizer and herbicides and pesticides, fossil fuels extracted and burned, oil leaked and spilled, land deforested. These are some of the factors that could make our Earth inhabitable. All of these things deplete or degrade the Earth's natural resources. It is estimated that humanity's ecological footprint, a measure of consumption, is 1.5 times the Earth's capacity to sustainably provide the resources to meet that demand. Some studies even suggest that by 2070, Earth's land surface occupied by inhospitably hot temperatures are expected to rise from a current level of 0.8% to 19%. If Earth were to go extinct, what are our options? Well, there are two possible course of actions. First is to find planets that are similar to our own, which can support life, make it habitable, and shift the humanity there. There are very strict sets of rules which are to be followed by a planet to be able to support life. While being so rare, our universe is large enough to have multiple possible candidates. While they might not be perfect for us, technology might help us to make it habitable. So, why can't we just move to these planets? There are being attempts made to colonize Mars, but currently the technology is just not enough to do it. Well, there are organizations which have proposed plans for a human mission to Mars, which would be the first step towards any kind of colonization effort. But no person has actually set foot on a planet other than the Earth. However, there are landers and rovers which have successfully explored the planetary surfaces and delivered information about the conditions on the ground, which are not looking very good. The second option, and the only possible option right now, is to prevent the ongoing course of actions which are leading to Earth's extinction and make it so that the Earth doesn't turn inhabitable. We can reduce the harm being done right now to preserve Earth's life for a longer amount of time. We can save it from its fate of a slow death caused by us humans before being engulfed by the sun. So, how do we actually save the Earth? While individual effort does count to some degree, the damage is majorly done by big factories and big companies by burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and much more like this. When these big companies burn fossil fuels, they release nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere which contribute to the formation of smog and acid rain. So what can we do from our end? Well, obviously we can do whatever we can. We can save water, electricity, and much more like that. But how do we stop these big companies? For that, I have a petition down in the description which you can sign, and let's make a change which will make the planet change. Let's make our Earth habitable for the longest amount of time possible, and let's not leave Earth till it's absolutely necessary to do so. We should do what we can do. Please sign the petition down in the description. Thank you for watching.